finished my weed.
What flavour is it?
Okay.
Delish.
This is going to end really well.
Oh, because they're getting a
Chili
waft.
chutney.
Are they gluten free? Because I'm getting a hell of a waft out of it.
I don't think
Have a
they
gluteny waft.
Thank you to Kelsey Ward for your fan art this week on the Twitter.
Thank you very
Beautiful.
much.
Very
I don't know if
wonderful.
it came on the rotation or not this week. In fact, I know it didn't because I didn't get it on there in time. So next time round, it'll be showing on this one. And
You're a
please-
monster, Jack.
I am really. And please, everyone, continue to submit your wonderful art. 'Cause
Yeah, definitely.
love
Awesome.
it's filling our wall beautifully, and we very much enjoy receiving it.
Gives us good feels.
Potato starch is all gluten.
I'm not so sure about that.
Eat 'em.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Eat
Anyway.
They're very nice.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
It's going to end really well.
Well, shouldn't it be spa music? Relaxing spa music.
yeah.
Just out of curiosity,
Welcome
this woman,
to
how far
the
is she from the
Welcome
to the Bannerman Spa.
You can't. So you can probably see on at least another 50 feet or so before the edge of the.
So a good hard push isn't going to send her flying over the
Yeah,
edge.
she's right behind this geezer, just out of the reach of its.
And we don't know she's bad yet.
Another.
Looks badass.
So after this call that she's just.
Everything that we've ever encountered has attacked us so far.
Another man kind of runs out from one of these hollowed out geezers to the left hand side of you guys. We're talking 150 feet. He comes out. Father!
Oh god. The whole bloody family's coming out.
Is this guy giant? Is he a large man?
Is he? They
Compared to
are.
you,
So the second
All I
man
do
that comes out.
12.
Compared to you, yeah. Compared to you, absolutely enormous. Yes.
Is it
but-
in reference to my to my companions?
how would you know?
He's big, strong, muscular. He's not necessarily taller than
Okay,
Barney,
yeah.
for example.
Yeah,
He's not necessarily taller,
yeah.
Girthier.
but he's broad, he's strong,
Yeah.
muscular. He's
Very masculine.
he's got
Well, I'm muscular.
he's got
He has girth.
he's got some furs kind of on his left shoulder that's strapped on like a leather harness. He's got green wraps around his arms. He's got a belt that looks like it's carrying some skulls, but they don't look like human skulls.
Oh,
They look like
that's right.
animal skulls, probably.
Gnome skulls.
And he is also
Beards and pointy hats.
he's also carrying what looks like a similar hand axe and some tall boots that are slightly frilled with fur.
Not as nice as our boots.
And yeah, I suppose a small brown beard and then dark brown hair as well. And he looks across at you, calls for a father. And
It's only the boy.
at that point,
Malcolm puts his boots back on.
three others emerge from the right-hand side building. So you have
Oh, the athlete's foot.
You have a
Feet are
lady that's got like a black, almost like face paint makeup across her face, long, fiery red hair, fiery orangey red hair. She's got almost like more of a battle axe, a two-handed axe. There's all this familiar furs. They're all wearing similar types of costume.
Those furs are familiar.
Furs, some leathers, and just big, strong people. That big, tough, human-looking characters. And then there's a slimmer, smaller lady, probably you'd estimate in her early 20s. She too's got some blue face paint on her face and some blue markings across her arms as well. She's wearing yellow and turquoise costume, so not as many furs. She doesn't look like as much of a warrior, perhaps, to you at first glance. Then,
Targets are set to that one.
and then lastly, there's a man that strolls out. He too has probably got the biggest axe of all, and it looks more ornate.
There's got to be one that's got
Embellished.
The biggest axe of all. There's always one.
He's wearing a full, what looks like a brown bear fur, with the fur over his head, and then the cape hanging back
That's
down.
an endangered species.
And he's
Tis now.
He's wearing pauldrons, and he's got greaves, and he's wearing the only one that seems to be wearing any form of actual armour, although not totally armoured. He's got a few bits of armour, and he's got a tied off yellow, very very pale yellow beard that's tied off in two places, like plaited in two places, and then long blonde hair with again a few plaits in them as well. And these people all stood out. Who are you?
These people friendly, Jingo.
You don't know?
Why do you know anything?
Well, I mean, they took Garrus, but I don't know if they're friendly to you.
We have come for the woman Garrus and the other people that you have taken.
After a moment or two, a few of them they all just start to come closer.
They're flanking us.
They're coming ahead of you. You're right on the edge of this.
Xolen start to pace around now.
And they kind of all walk towards
I don't
you.
want to have to climb back up again.
Are they coming closer?
They are
How
coming
close
closer.
are they?
You're here for the girl.
Yes.
Apparently,
This
yes.
is what the small one has come for. Not that small one. The other small one has come for.
I'm here for Garrus.
Louder, Jingo.
I'm here to collect Garrus. I did your fruit thing.
Yeah. Now less like you're peeing yourself.
Thank you for completing your task. I achieved what we set out to achieve. Thank you. How did you get up here?
We climbed.
After a moment, one of them walks up to you. It's the one. It seemed like to be the father of the man who shouted out "father." He walks over. He too, big. This man's scarred. He's seen battle. He's got cuts and bruises all over him. Big, dark black beard and wild hair. And kind of all fur. He doesn't seem to be wearing anything that isn't fur, and he's shirtless and big, strong man carrying a spear. And he walks over. And as the second he says the first word, you recognise him, and you just look right at each other. Why did you return? And
If it turns out that there is a back way up here and you knew about it, there's going to be hell to pay.
The escalator.
and a couple of them kind of look to him in surprise as well.
I do not remember much from our first meeting, but my people too respect strength.
And they're looking at each other. How do you know him, Dad? I met him before.
Does this situation look tense on the
You
outside?
all feel a bit tense.
Does it look like they hate each other? I'm like, oh.
Make an insight roll.
Are they? Yeah. Oh, it's probably quite a good one. It's 21.
There's a tension there, but it's not hatred.
Okay, yeah, okay.
What's the other popular tension?
I sort of slowly shuffle round so that my back is not to the 1,500 foot sheer drop.
Can you prepare spells in this game?
In what regard?
I would like to prepare a featherfall
In case
we have to jump.
So you're going to ready.
Yeah. So, yeah, by that I'm going to be pulling out those stupid hats out of my bag, palming them to people.
What is that?
Put this on. This is hat. I will pass one.
They're
Yeah.
diplomatic.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Don't worry.
These are our talking
I'll chip
hats.
it in. Yeah. just a hat with a little propeller on. It's not very threatening at all. It's rather cute.
The
Tie the bow off underneath.
Yeah,
the
just
chin.
put it on.
the tougher
Put it on. Put it
the
on.
tougher girl with the shaved
Yeah.
heads. Well, the
Shaved heads?
Sorry, the shaved sides of
Wow.
the head. The more tough appearing girl, should I say?
Yeah.
You don't know if she's tough. She heads back behind the geezer and just disappears for a little while.
That's never good.
Put my hands up now. Don't want to look threatening.
You tried
don't
to.
look threatening.
Exactly. Less threatening.
Under no circumstances do you look threatening.
You tried to take me here before, no?
Yes.
I've travelled much since our last meeting, and I do not remember much of that encounter. I remember you, but very little else. I remember your companion. Just realised I'm wearing a saber-tooth. Saber-tooth banger on my neck.
Oh yeah, big one attached to my. Oh dear.
Yeah.
And why did you come back?
I came here for this little one amongst us wants to find his long-lost love or some such. I'm here for the glory of battle. You see, like you have seen some before.
Are you here for revenge?
Revenge for what exactly?
Just eyeing you up. Is there something we should know?
I'm gonna see if I recognise him. Specifically in relation to the vision that I had. What would that be?
Guess maybe a religion.
Oh gee, this
You
is
feel
going
it's
to
a
be here a
religious
long
thing.
time. That is a 4.
Cool. Yeah, not sure. They're two.
Yes.
This man seems
Excuse me.
much different. You know, he's very different to all of them. So if there was
Cool.
a link, you can't detect it.
I would be the first to claim revenge if I knew I had a claim on you, but I do not know.
Do any of these people look familiar as the ones that raided Callus?
So you can make a again an insight roll.
It's 8.
Maybe they're certainly the same physiques,
Hmm.
but you couldn't pick out an individual one. You suspect they're the same people.
Reveal to me your secret, mountain man.
A few of them looking around. There's clearly this. No one's totally sure. Nobody has ever stepped on these lands willingly.
Luckily, we are touched by a god. I'd hate to bring divine retribution to your precipice.
The son and the dad are kind of looking at each other. The daughter emerges from behind the geezer. She's got a chain, and on the chain is a saber-toothed tiger.
Right, that's natural.
Me.
She walks a little bit
Just
closer.
show fear.
Just stand like a plank.
She walks a little bit
Stand
closer.
there
Really?
looking like lunch.
And
Stop looking like lunch.
there's just a standoff. There's just this tension. The man at the front with the more ornate axe and the double-plaited yellow beard. My name is Caspar. I am the leader of Baal.
Good day, Casper.
We're
Is
here
this
to.
the same big scarred man I was talking to before?
No, this is so the scarred man was the man you particularly recognised.
Cool.
This man is the man that's got the slight armour. He's wearing the bear fur.
We're here to trade a halfling for a halfling. You've got a female halfling here that we wish to take back with us, and we have brought a tribute.
Wait.
And he pushes Jingo
Oh,
forwards.
the double cross.
Double cross.
Oh, yeah. I did what you said. Those fruits, they killed the animals, didn't they? They look around, a few of them looking at Casper. They did. You may have your girl, but first we should learn of you.
You may ask questions if you will. I still want to know what my link is with this gargantuan of a man.
And I'd like to get further away from this edge, if possible.
You've got a hat of safety.
Maybe clean in one of these pools.
The younger muscular man with the skulls around his belt that called to his father previously. If you tie anything, we will kill you.
Tie anything?
We didn't come here looking for a fight.
It seems like you have the numbers. It would not be fair from your point, but as we went down, we would at least kill some of your family, and that would make me relatively happy with the engagement, and I would seek glory in battle.
We didn't come here looking for a fight.
He does not speak for all of us.
The man is 12 feet tall and scarred to the hilt. You want to wee yourself, then wee yourself. I at least will face my
Not
enemy.
myself. I'm just saying, we didn't come here looking for a fight.
Sage. The other two.
Leadership.
And
It's been a long climb. I've already forgotten them.
Well done, though. You're a changed man. Well done.
But you did kill those innocent animals.
And you stole merchants from Callus.
Oh, they're fine.
I will not stare upon
Yeah.
you like a coward.
And you started
If you
something.
want to talk, then let's talk, but I will not bow to you.
What is your connection with the group of heroes run by... What's his name? What's his name?
Peeping Lester Bell? We don't even know.
No,
The
the-
heroes.
the-
Oh,
Dragger John.
Derek. Squash Dragger John?
Derek's one of them.
Derek. Yeah, he on about.
Benji. What's your connection with Benji?
Yeah, Benji and Derek.
Eyes are raised.
We do not know that name.
You know Benji.
What about Derek?
Dragoon? You know the Dragoon? You do.
The man, the one, a few of them are looking confused. Give me insight.
Ooh, that's 4.
4.
But they're the
You
best
don't
4 you
know
ever
who's-
rolled.
You don't know who is or who isn't telling you the truth.
Yeah, I'm fairly used. They're not telling me the truth. Okay.
Come.
Where?
Let's go.
They're all looking at each other. They seem as surprised to see you as you are of the situation.
Okay.
Stay close.
We're going with them.
A few of them.
Lead on.
Yeah.
Okay.
leader.
And Casper, the double-plaited, blonde, bearded man with the armour, walk and the bear cape, turns one way, along with the red-haired, strong, battle-axed looking woman, and the younger, blonde-haired girl wearing the turquoise and yellow. They kind of turn one way, and then the father and son and the girl that's carrying, or the woman carrying the chain that's holding the saber tooth, kind of are with you, and they gesture you in that direction. And the saber tooth is just kept enough distance away from you that it's not gonna, you're not in immediate peril of it biting you, but it's clearly there as a presence, as a guarding presence.
Xolen's legs are clearly wobbling. As you see in the saber tooth.
Fountains of weed.
Okay.
I imagine Casper is the friendliest host.
Oh, that's good. That's
Nice.
Beautiful.
Oh, I've been waiting a few minutes to say that.
If I could take away inspiration.
I'm going to take my hat off and ask for my caps back. For all I gave them to.
Okay.
Put them back in my...
I am Beastmaster. My name is Vemion. It's my children, Colm and Barb. He gestures the boy Colm and the girl Barb.
short for Barbara. Not a lot of sense of humour amongst this lot.
I'm Nollis. I'm storm touched with the sea elves. I respect you for your strength, but I don't know what our connection is. I remember you. I remember you came to take me here, and I escaped you. But of what else I do not remember.
We are not evil.
That is good to know. To our knowledge, neither are we, although it depends who you ask, I suppose. We
are.
respect strength, if nothing else.
And a few of enemies along the way.
We are learners. We
Carry on.
Oh, flip.
Spoke out of turn.
Brave.
I know, yeah. I'll shut up.
We are seeking to understand Asher.
Interesting.
That is why we took you. I have not seen you before.
Have you learnt anything that is perhaps prohibited elsewhere? Are you users of magic, perhaps?
Magic is dangerous.
And
We do not use magic.
okay, cool. No, neither do we.
No.
What's magic, guys?
The younger, skull-belted boy with the shorter beard and the brown hair. I am the apprentice beastmaster, Xolen. I help run the beast house, where you were destined for.
You collect beasts from Asher and bring them here.
Yes,
Like the ones that we saw in the cloud from the sea.
yes. You want to see?
Sure.
Do not see why not.
One of the... Who's at the back?
I'm probably up front, I guess.
I'm up next to you.
Over at the back.
Don't know.
I'm in the middle.
The
Stuck in.
I'm up your trousers.
woman introduced as Barb with the shaved sides to the head comes over to you with a bit strong arms and she just grabs you by the wrist. Be very careful.
Of the beasts.
She just lets you go again and just slightly walks away again with the chain in her hand and the saber tooth. Just backing away from you and giving you guys a little bit of space as she lets you pass towards this holiday Giza. It looks like they're taking you towards. You go with them and stepping over these pools. They're all very warm, and you certainly realise as you get closer to the centre, they're hotter. You know, the nearer to the centre you get. The ones on the outside are okay; they're manageable, but you get close enough to a point where they're actually they're quite uncomfortable to be in, which certainly seems to be the water that's coming from this geyser. They take you forward into this holiday geyser inn.
You first, friend.
And the younger one goes into the two of them. The younger one with the skulls around the belt, and the older one that's all dressed in furs, again with a bigger, dark beard, carrying the spear. One goes before you, and then the one at the back waits for you, in effect, to
Yeah,
follow in.
no one's going.
Yeah.
I'll follow in.
Hey guys, be careful.
Thorinir, do you think the whole skulls around the waist thing's like foreboding?
I think it's for holding his trousers up.
They're either respecting animals or severely disrespecting them.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
You walk in to this room, very, very hot. like as soon as you lose the freshness from the air, it's like a sauna. You know, it's extremely hot in there. You walk in and you're greeted by what looks like almost display cases, but they're not neat and tidy. There's no glass frame to them or anything like that. It's a structure which looks like it's made of probably the very mountain itself, and they've piled up areas of this stone or clay or whatever the mountain's made of, and created these little podiums that are around this geyser. The water has kind of been drained. There's nothing in the floor here. But you've still got that same bowl-like pools.
Does it look more like a shrine or a trophy cabinet?
You can make a insight roll again.
Just trying to figure out if this is what the purpose of this is.
It's the Natural History Museum.
It feels like a zoo.
Yeah, that's 13.
13. It doesn't look like a shrine.
Caveman.
Yeah, it's you've not really seen this. It's nothing you can compare it to really, but
No.
what you're seeing as you look around this room is a number of these built-up clay podiums or display cases, which all have dead creatures in different shapes and sizes, from very small ones to bigger ones. And you walk. The only other thing that draws your attention, in the centre of the floor, there is this large metal sheet that looks like it's been riveted to the floor, and it's all welded into the ground itself. Don't stand on that.
Are there any Glaum? Can we see any Glaum bodies?
So if you, I'll tell you, I'll give you the rundown of the different creatures that you can see, because
This might
Oh,
change
okay.
our emotion
Sure.
up and down.
Oh, I don't know.
Is anyone we know?
The creatures, but the people.
Any humanoid
sure, I'll give you.
exhibits.
So there's lots of different things. I won't explain every last creature because there's a lot of smaller bug-like things.
Which is still important.
They are. You're right.
Mostly to you.
There are. So there are. There are insects. There are lizards. There are rodents. They're of different types.
Not the rodents!
There are a few creatures that you recognise from Broga, first of all. So you recognise
On.
the. You recognise what was the Kerbal, which was the flat, squashed out, kind of grotesque, blobby, fish-like creature. You recognise the Mangoose,
Oh,
the orange birds with humanoid arms that you once attacked.
that is mango.
Or which
Kissed.
attacked you. You once kissed, yes.
Are they like presented as if they're
Yeah, they
Is it
taxidermy.
Yeah, they taxidermy
stood
up
up
or
and not
really-
just like
They are
flopped
all.
up?
No, you're exactly right. They're all posed, and they look like they've got some kind of metal strut that sort of supports them and holds their body up. Like,
Thorny, look, here's your ex.
That's not
see-
Thorinir laughing. Thorinir's like containing himself because he knows he's wise enough to know there's a lot of danger here, but he is seething and clutching his weapon.
there are other creatures you recognise that you've seen before. You see an Ogyubug, which is the bug that you originally found within Goric.
Oh,
Right back in, back, way back when.
It is dead, isn't it? It is dead.
We actually still have it in a jar. I think it's dead in a jar.
You still got that with you?
That was ages ago.
So long ago. That was like episode 1 or 2 of the prelude.
You see the creature. You see the mole-like creature that you once encountered in Brogabush, with the big teeth, the fat white bodies.
Still got one in your
which,
beard.
I remember those.
which is a mold warp. You
Got
see,
little labels.
Yeah, I was just to say, they've got little handwritten labels on there with the Latin names.
there is information of sorts that's written in some kind of symbols, but it's not in a common tongue. They, as you go round, they will mention, as they see you looking at them, they'll point at them and say them to you.
So you guys really are cataloguing these creatures. You're collecting them.
Yes.
Why?
To learn of them.
Oh.
You see an Enfield,
The flying creature.
the flying fox-like creature, the winged creature that flew down upon you and you blasted with a fireball once upon a time.
These are all creatures that we have known to be chaotic and fight people. There's something off about this place. Can I see any dragons, water dragons?
You do not see the water
Giant
creature
eels?
previously. You do not see the eel. No. There's a few other creatures you see there. You see a jackalope, the antlered, hair-like creatures that attacked you when you first met one another.
Did these creatures die of natural causes?
Some of them did.
Pretty much every single one of these has attacked us in recent weeks. Did you notice any of these creatures being overly aggressive? More than you would have expected?
The older man to the father, who you believe. To every one day I spend hunting, I spend 50 days watching.
Have you noticed anything different about these creatures in recent months?
Yes.
Have you managed to deduce any reason for this?
They're sick. There's a madness inside them.
Huh.
They're eating something or drinking something, or the gods have taken them.
Void.
You see the creatures that you once avoided during a stampede. The large
Wardrocks.
the bovine wardrocks.
Oh,
yes,
nice.
which
Write
are
that down.
the scaled.
Inspiration for that one?
Go ahead.
I've already got it.
These scaled creatures. You can see them up closely now. They've got
Oh, you have to really get
lizard-like
inspiration around.
lizard-like
Yeah.
jaws.
Got to pay
slight
attention.
Overbite. There's rough scaled skin, but they're quite majestic, particularly lying there, posed there in its death. And quite a beautiful creature in a funny kind of way. Big, powerful creature.
Any bits of red ronk swampy?
There's no red rock swampy.
While you have been hunting these lands and noticing this change, have you noticed a change in the river? You must go somewhere to drink.
They kind of look at each other. The younger one. The river is evil.
Has it always been this way?
No.
This is a recent development.
Over the last few 10 days,
Okay.
I've seen giant men. I've seen invisible creatures. Invisible, you cannot see them. I have survived the scabs.
The what now?
He looks over and points towards some creatures. I've ridden a huge river monster. Mad.
An eel. Giant eel, like
Like a big
Neil.
water snake.
His
Neil.
name was Neil?
Oh yeah.
we killed that.
I've seen crystal fields and stone forests. Flying towns. A lake. A black lake. Stole my axe. The world is going mad.
Did you say this was in the last 10 days?
Last few 10 days
Oh.
period of time.
Which is about 10 days.
Yeah.
It's exactly 10 days. Yeah, but I said a few, so it could be 30 or 20 days.
So all
But
of
don't
this
look
is,
at me, I don't know math. Ooh.
all of this is recent developments. All that. Do you have you seen anything that could indicate the cause? Why this is happening in the world? Come on, from up here you must see stuff.
Something is wrong with the world.
Have you seen a change in the behaviour of the people?
The humans and elves.
Yeah.
They're fighting all the time.
All the no change there.
We stay away.
Why did
Just
you?
seem to learn and survive.
Why did you invade Callus?
We're told to.
Ooh,
By whom?
by whom?
By
Yeah.
Casper.
Oh, sorry.
I thought he was friendly.
You look around, there's still other creatures within here that draw your attention as you're conversing with each other. You see a large creature they explain to you.
Hill Maddock.
It's this large creature which has layers of huge, great fat rolls. It looks like a great big maggot, and it's tall, 8 feet probably. Fills this one corner of this geyser that you're in, and it. They explain to you.
It inflates. Its spines.
You see this one particular ring of spines around its waist. It looks like a hula skirt.
These inflate.
Charming.
And it's their defense mechanism if they're threatened.
Got these big, huge, horrible, misshapen ears, and look like big, thick, humanoid-ish ears, and again, sort of human-y noses, long, thin noses, rather than what you would expect from a maggot.
You harvest the butter from their creases.
You do? We
Lovely.
don't.
You rub it on your body to keep warm. You use it as a healing salve. You cook with it. They cook with it in Callus.
I'm never going back there.
We've
study.
cooked in Callus.
We
Seen any
know
of these
Callus.
things.
When they die, 4 others emerge from their body. And they are reborn.
That's disgusting.
But efficient.
Beast House teaches us this world.
What is the big metal square on the floor?
That stops the geyser.
I see.
Ah,
It is a plug.
Must be hot.
Do not touch it.
makes sense. I was gonna touch it.
So
Put your face on it.
So you were going to stuff me and put me in here?
We do not kill everybody straight away.
Okay.
Some die by themselves if they are intelligent. We wish to learn from them and hear your stories. You seemed intelligent.
Do not judge it too early. You have a lot to learn.
This world is dangerous and we do not know what's wrong. We are trying to learn it and study it.
So are we.
What did you want with Garrus, with the little halfling?
I don't know.
This is another Casper thing.
Yes, he's our leader.
Okay, let's get out of this
You do
weird.
not seem so happy with him in a position of chieftain in your place. No?
He is our leader. We follow him unquestionably.
How do you become the leader of the mountain people?
He is the bravest.
You can fight him for the position? Not me personally.
To declare you will fight him.
Not personally. No, I'm interested in your culture.
Xolen?
So is that how somebody would take? Is that how somebody would take leadership here?
Yes.
It is much like my own culture. This is the first place that I actually understand of your mainland.
We would like to speak with Casper.
Fine.
There's a few more creatures that you spot around the room. You see One of them.
Is there a stag?
There's not a stag. No. The older of the two. He points over to this brown bear, big brown bear.
Caspar became our leader. He killed this bear with his bare hands. Strangled it. He is a brave man, a powerful man, and he has deserved to be the leader of Bal.
He's all yours, matey.
Did anyone witness him kill this bear, I wonder?
Question Caspar.
They question everything.
That is how you learn.
Question things before you kill them, at least.
A few others draw your attention.
The Slicked.
You look, and there's this humanoid-sized insectoid that's still clothed, wearing some black, thin, very very narrow frame that it has. It also has 4 legs. The rear 2 look like almost props, so it's kind of propped up on its back legs, and it's got 2 arms and hands as well.
Oh, clocking it for my backup character sheet.
I was thinking that. What a cool race.
This creature's the Slicked. These like you, intelligent. He stayed alive for 30 days. They crave the nectar. They're addicted to it. The first 10 days we learned much of Blight, their city, near the Elven territory, south of the Beastland. And then it went mad. We had to kill it.
It's tall, insectoid creature. Insectoid mouth parts, deep set eyes, a long skull, dark brown body.
Did you go to get it from the city?
Nearby, we send scouts. We learn of them.
It's a long way.
A very long way.
You travel very far from your mountain.
Yes, we ride our tigers.
You have no compassion for the families left behind.
Compassion.
You don't feel any sorrow for the family that won't be fed, or the father that has been taken, or you're taking these creatures from their homes.
I do not understand.
Didn't think so. Sweet.
Do you feel compassion for all of the guards you kill?
You've met them, not really. Especially Gilbert. Can't wait to see him again.
But these creatures.
He points down, and there's a platform where there's 4 separate, again, kind of insectoid creatures, but these more look like bugs, big bugs, or crustaceans of sorts than they do. They're not humanoid in any way.
These are deadly.
There's 4 down there. The first one he points to, it's got long, wispy, translucent legs, a translucent yellowy white body, a single red eye that you can see from both sides of its head because of the translucent skull, and then these wispy antennae that kind of hang from its head and face. It's not big at all. You're talking 20 centimeters probably in total, including its antenna.
It's quite big to me, that is. It's a big insect.
A big ass bug.
This floats in the air. It's so light. It's carried. They, like we study them, they study us and learn of us. They release something from their body, and the others come.
Like a gas.
how they move.
It points to the second one. The next one is like a flat, long red body with bright yellow legs.
Sorry, this translucent bug, where did you meet this? Where do these live?
Under the rock.
Okay. Up here?
No,
Okay.
What makes them so deadly?
Yeah.
these by themselves not, but with the other scab, they are deadly.
Okay.
They're red and yellow.
The tiny 8 centimetre long creature.
It goes under the dirt and surprise from the ground with poisonous bite.
And they follow the others?
Yes,
They're commanded?
they killed one of our women. This
is a 1 foot long, thin, translucent bodied again. Less features. It's kind of long and thin like a cucumber, but then two very long.
Thorny cat's not here right now.
Two very long tendril / antenna / whiskers that come from the front of it, which are the same length again of its body, like this neon purpley pink colour, and then 2 more kind of hang from shorter ones that hang from behind it.
the Saar scab. They don't move along the ground. They fire in the sky. Up to the star. They
What?
glow bright. No loads. And when they land, you cannot see and you itch. And once these 3 have you paralyzed,
You look down and you see what you thought might have been the table that they were on is actually this 4 foot long, big, really flat, white, furry, what looks like kind of a giant flea, for want of a better description. So very, very flat, white, furry body. You can see it. You can see some of its organs from within inside. It's sort of translucent as well. We've all got this translucence to them. And 4 big, fat, white, furry, short, stubby legs which just lie flat on the ground, almost like a bearskin rug. And that's how flat it is.
this, the blood bittern, 6 legs, it drags along the floor. It hides. And when you are distracted by the others, it bites and it sucks your blood from your body, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger until you have no blood left. You will die. If you do not learn of these creatures, we will all die. That is why we are up here.
You've hunted all these creatures in the lands below.
He takes a sip from his cider.
Yeah.
Yes.
How would have we not know of these things?
It is a big world. We know of some of them. It's just a matter of time until we run into the others.
Which direction do we go that we never see these?
Yeah, I'm thinking that.
Yeah.
Where do these things? What part of the world do they come from, and how far?
He points kind of
West. Not
Great.
where you are. In human side. The other side.
You've been far and wide.
Very far by the sound.
Have
of
we
it.
ever come across a wood elf, such as myself? A foliage-ridden elf?
We have seen elf.
Any elves that are slightly tree-like?
You are in the south. By the river, in the forest. I know the wood elf.
And only there.
Yes.
Namaste.
Can we get back to the bugs? You've explained the bugs. What do we do if we meet a bug.
Run away.
Just run away. There's no. Fire's not particularly good with them, or
Any weaknesses?
spray them with water.
We do not kill them.
You do not.
We learn from them in their natural environment.
Run away.
You look around just one more time. The last creature that stands out and takes your eye
Are we going to give it back?
is an orc.
Huh?
The orc stands there. Clearly, it's been dead for a good period of time. It's withered. More orc-like than Gore Elizabeth. Looks like a full orc. But she was a
50%
half.
more orc.
50%.
10% more on.
And
Welcome down to the Beast Chamber sale.
Orc. The only one I've ever seen. North toward Beastland. Dangerous. Stronger
Did you
than
kill this?
Godfrey.
Did you kill this orc?
This orc took 4 of our best men and nearly took me. Colum saved me.
Who's Godfrey?
Godfrey is our strongest warrior other than Caspar.
I fought with an orc, and it was a draw. Laugh all you want, but it's true.
It's true.
That's true.
It's true.
He fought an orc to a standstill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's not how I remember it.
Laugh, Colum. Remember, the tiniest creatures can be the most deadly.
Yes.
Well observed.
I might flex a little bit.
But he's not going to suck your blood. Don't put him in your cabinet.
No. I'm not threatening, no.
Can I have a look at this
That's a t-shirt. Right there.
and check it's not? It might not look like
Yeah.
Elizabeth's father.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
Yeah. Based on the
This-
description that she'd given us.
This orc, did you kill it outright, or did you learn from it?
We learned from it and restrained it a lot.
Did
Well, I
you
mean, the
learn its
Beastland is
name?
where Mum is.
Orc.
you can make an investigation roll.
23.
It's very hard to say whether it could possibly be Gore Elizabeth's
Yeah.
father because, likewise, it's the only orc you've ever seen.
Yeah.
From the Gore Elizabeth tattoo.
I was just going to say, GL and then a date.
All we know about him is he was strong. He was a brute.
Yeah, wasn't
And
he
he
a
was
dick?
horrible to
Sounds like an orc.
Elizabeth.
Mm.
The
Yeah.
only other thing that stands out
Yeah.
as you investigate it is he is missing a finger.
Oh!
The thing is, Gore Elizabeth was also missing a finger.
Yeah.
So
Could be a tribal thing.
yeah. So it could be a relation, but we don't have enough
That's a
information.
Yakuza thing, isn't it?
I relay this information to the party.
Did all the insects have red eyes by any chance?
As you do that, sorry.
Heed the
as-
red eyes!
Yeah.
I had a sudden flashback when you said
Did
that.
they all have red eyes?
Just before you get to that one, as you
Truth bombs.
yeah, as you mention, as you relay that information to the party, Colin mentions
The finger went recently.
Oh.
You cut that off the body.
Not I.
Casper.
Oh.
Yeah. It's part of the setup.
what was your question? Sorry, was that
Just did all the insects? Did they all have red eyes?
you can only really see one of the
We now
creatures that
know
has
who framed
anything that
Gore
you could
Elizabeth.
identify as an eye.
Which was
We now
red.
know who
Yeah,
framed
it's-
Gore Elizabeth.
Yeah, that's the floating, lightweight, wispy one
Yeah.
that kind of hovered in the air as he was describing. That's got
Cool.
the eye that you can see from both sides.
Yeah.
The others, these are such unusual looking creatures. They don't have. It's really tricky to make out what could be a face on any of them.
Cool.
I really want to go and speak to Caspar.
Well,
Take us to your leader.
I'm sure we'll talk to you.
What time we got, Rose?
It's probably
5 to 10.
10 o'clock.
10.
Okay.
we can take you to see him.
Next week.
He lives very far away.
At the top of the next mountain.
Next week on. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us.
Thank you.
Guys.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you to my players. Thank you to everyone that's watched us this evening, as ever. We'll be back next Tuesday, 7:30
Same bat
GMT
time,
plus
same bat
1,
channel.
2:30 PM East Coast US, 11:30 AM West Coast.
What's the time in
And-
Kazakhstan?
Yeah.
What is the time in Asher?
In
When we
Asher.
stream?
Well, who even knows if there is time?
Ooh, but there is because we take long
There is,
rests.
yeah,
and
it's
they're
kind
8
of-
hours.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's about
There's 10
it's
days,
quite
so-
late afternoon at this point.
Okay.
Late afternoon. And on that bombshell,
Oh, what a
we will see you
What an
guys
episode.
next time on
Die.